Hey guys, it's your girl Carrie. Welcome back to my channel. One of my favorite nail designs for the cooler weather months is the sweater nail. I think it is so cute and so fun, and there's a ton of different designs you can do, and I don't think it's actually that difficult to do as long as you have the right tools and the right techniques. So I'm going to walk you through how I got my pink chrome sweater nails step by step, and I will give you some tips and tricks along the way in case you want to try to recreate these for yourself. And there may also be some giveaway information in here as well. So if all that sounds like something you're interested in, then stick around. We're getting into it. All right, so for those of you that may be new here, hey, I am Carrie. I am a DIY dip and gel enthusiast, not a nail professional, just somebody who loves almost everything nail related. So if you love those things too, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and stick around for our videos twice a week. They are always dip or gel related. We have a lot of fun on this channel, trying new products, doing unboxings, how-tos, all kinds of fun stuff. All right, so what I've gathered here is what I'm going to be using for my mani today. These are obviously not your only options. I'll get into some more options for you as we go along. But I actually did a sweater nail tutorial on this channel last year. It was about the same time, and ironically, it was also a pink sweater nail. So I don't know what it is with sweater nails and me wanting to make them all pink, but I guess I love pink sweaters, so it is what it is. But that tutorial, I can link it for you if you haven't seen it. It is a bit older and the nail shaping was not my best, but really the process there still works. It's a slightly different process than what I'm going to be using today, so I'm going to have that one linked for you if you want to check that one out as well. So let's talk about what you are going to need if you want to create the sweater nail. Now you obviously don't have to use gel for your base color. You can definitely use dip powder. I think you're probably still going to want gel to actually do the sweater nail. I think you're going to have a hard time really recreating this look without using any gel. So for those of you that are not gel users, you might consider using like a stamp with a sweater design on it, or you might consider some water slide decals or some stickers that I've seen that kind of have that same texture. That might be a better option. I haven't tried it with acrylic paint. I think it would be kind of difficult just from what I can gather, but I haven't tried it. So if you have tried that and it's worked for you, feel free to share that with us. But like I said, I feel like you're really going to need gel in order to do this right. So the one I'm going to be using today is this one here from Daily Charm. This one is called Sweet Dreams. It's just a beautiful mid-tone, more of a neutral cool pink. Definitely a pink with my total vibe on it. And it's kind of funny because I'm sitting here looking at my mani for my next video and it's almost this exact shade of pink. I'm in a pink mood, guys. I don't know. But I also have their Velvet Matte Top Coat, which is what I'm going to be using to mattify the nails. Now, I will give you some other options for matte top coats, but I have to tell you, I've been loving that one very much. So the last thing you're going to need is your gel for your sweater design. Now you can use gel paint or you can actually use a thick gel polish, and that's actually why I picked this particular polish, because I know this formula to be a bit on the thicker side, so I knew it was something I would be able to use for my base color layers as well as the sweater nail design. But if you don't have a gel polish that's that thick, you can definitely use a gel paint, or you can use no wipe top coat that's a little bit on the thicker side, like maybe a stainless steel one, or even a thinner clear builder gel. But I definitely recommend trying to use the same color as what gel as whatever you have your base layers, though I have seen some pretty cute designs using a white over top of the color to make the sweater design, so that's another option for you as well. So I'm showing you here my Nails Cat No Wipe white painting gel, which would be a good option if you wanted to try that, or you can also try these Savolin ones if you need something quick off Amazon. Whatever gel you're going to use for your design, you need something thick. That's the point here. The mistake I made with last year's design was the base gel, or sorry, the No Cleanse top coat that I used for the sweater nail design was a bit on the thinner and runnier side. And so because of that, my sweater lines didn't come out as clean as I wanted them to, or as sharp as I wanted them to. So whatever you're going to use, you definitely want to choose something that's a bit on the thicker side that will hold its shape so that you can finish your sweater design, put on the clear acrylic and cure that, and you'll get a nice, clean, and sharp looking design. And on that note, to get the sweater effect, you're going to need some kind of acrylic powder. Now, I prefer to get my color from the gel and use a clear acrylic to finish the sweater design. You could use, again, a no wipe top coat that's a little bit on the thicker side and use a colored acrylic powder to do the sweater design. Whatever you like, both ways work. I just prefer the look of this better. I think you get a much more even look if you use your gel to get the color and then use the clear acrylic over top. So I'm going to be using Vivid Glam Co's Crystal Glass, which is one of my absolute favorite clears, and it's very finely milled, so it'll make a really nice finish with the sweater design. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the mani. I'm going to be doing the chrome nails first just to kind of get them out of the way because the sweater nail is the focus of the video. But I'm going to be using Indigo Rose Gel Base and Gel Top for the chrome nails. And in order to make a base color for the chrome, I'm going to be using the Daily Charm Gel Perfect White, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite white gels ever. And I'm going to top it with this Unichrome, which I am obsessed with. And guys, I know Daily Charm's products are not cheap, but honestly, I could just do manis over and over with just this white gel with this Unichrome over top. It is stunning. Wait till you see it. Now I'm going to be using Daily Charms Chrome Effect Gel to apply the chrome, but I've said in previous videos, you really don't need this. You can just use a flash cured gel top coat for that, but I'll discuss that a bit more as we get into the chroming. So I'm just going to quickly put on a layer of gel base on these two fingers that I'm going to be chroming, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply my white gel, and then I'll be back for the chrome part. All right, so that was 2 coats of that perfect white, and it's such a fantastic white, you guys. Their formula of gel polish, I wish I didn't love it so much, but it honestly is fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this chrome now. Now, I didn't show you this process, but I did already apply a layer of that chrome effect gel. So you can either use that or you can use a no wipe top coat. If you're going to use a no wipe top coat, you'll cure it for 8 to 10 seconds, depending on the wattage of your lamp, and then you'll start rubbing in your chrome. Now you can either use a silicone tool, you can use your finger, you can use an eyeshadow applicator like I'm using here. The point is you really want to make sure you scrub in that chrome, because the more you kind of buff it in, the smoother it's going to look, the less grainy it's going to look. Now, some people will tell you you can apply the chrome on the color layers, or you can use a gel base. And that's true, you can, but the effect is never going to be quite as smooth and mirror-like as if you use either this chrome effect gel or a no cleanse top coat. That's going to give you a much smoother, more mirror-like finish. So this is a sheer iridescent chrome. It's called a unicorn chrome because it shifts from kind of those unicorny colors, you know, blue, purple, pink. I just think it is so gorgeous, and it's going to change slightly and reflect depending on what color you put it over, but over white it just gives that gorgeous like iridescent pinky purple blue finish. I'm absolutely in love with it. Honestly, I could wear this, like just these colors every day. Just the white polish with this chrome over top, divine. So I always finish my chrome nails with a layer of gel base and gel top. You don't have to do that. You could just do a layer of gel top and be done with it. I like to have that second extra layer just so that I make sure I have complete coverage over the chrome. I'm trying to keep that chrome from chipping, and the more I cover it up, the less likely I miss this spot, the less likely I'll lose some of that chrome finish. So all right, with those chrome nails out of the way, we are on to our sweater nail. And like I said, you can do whatever color you want. I don't know why I'm so attracted to pink sweater nails, but I sure am. So I'm using this gorgeous mid-tone pink here from Daily Charm. But again, you can use dip powder for this part if you like. I would just try to find a coordinating gel, or again, you can use a no wipe top coat that's a little bit on the thicker side and use your dip powder to make the sweater design. As far as it goes for me, I'm just going to use this pink as both my base color layers and to do the sweater design because it's a perfect formula for that. It's a bit on the thicker side. So like I was saying earlier, I've been trying so hard not to like this formula because you guys, the Daily Charm gels are expensive. They're actually the most expensive gels I have in my collection, so I didn't want to like them just because I don't want to spend that much on gels, but I have to admit this formula is so bomb. It's so good. It's definitely up there for me in my top favorites. Right now, I would say my top favorites are going to be this and the ones I've gotten from Nails Cat, and then the Vetsy gels I think are really great as well. Although I will say the new ones I just tried from West Coast Gels, if you didn't catch that video, I can link it. Those are really good too, and those are HEMA-free, so... But yeah, not gonna lie, I have quickly accumulated a pretty hefty collection of Daily Charm gels. I really take advantage of those coupons when I can get them. You can find them now and again for like say 15-20% off. So when I can get a deal, I'm like snapping them up as fast as I can because I really do love them. I'm just applying my matte gel top coat here, and this is another one of my loves from them. So I feel like there's some products from them that I just don't like at all, and then there's products that I obsess over. I really need to do a wrap-up video on everything I've tried from Daily Charm and let you guys know what I think is worth it and what I think you can skip on. But Definitely this matte gel top coat is a favorite. It makes a really beautiful flat matte finish, and that's what I prefer. Not satin matte, I like a flat matte. A couple others I can recommend. I've only swatched the West Coast Dips matte gel top coat, but that one looks more of a flat matte and it looks really good. I will say if you need a HEMA-free matte gel top coat, the Scene Designer Dips is a nice formula. It's not my preference because it's more of a satin matte than a flat matte, but if you need a HEMA-free option, I would probably recommend that one. And then my OG favorite matte top coat is the iGel Beauty matte top coat. That's a really great one as well. So some other options for you if you don't have this one or don't want to purchase it. You can use a shiny top coat. I don't really recommend it because I feel like that takes away from the actual cozy sweater effect, and sweaters aren't shiny. But you can use a shiny top coat if you prefer, but I definitely prefer the effect of the matte gel top coat. So whatever top coat you're going to use, you're going to apply that first. So now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and apply the sweater design on top. So I just put some of my pink gel down here on the palette, and then I've got my clear acrylic here with the little spoon ready to go. You don't have to use a spoon, I'm just having a little fun with it. But you do want something to kind of scoop it over top of your sweater design. So pretty much your imagination is the limit when it comes to what you want to do for your design for the sweater nail. I've seen so many cute options already, and this one I actually saw done by another nail artist on Instagram, and I knew I wanted to recreate it on one of my sweater nails. So this is kind of almost like a Fair Isle star looking thing. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of a quilt star, but then again, my mom's a quilter, so I would think that. But what I'm going to do here is I'm creating one of these little sections here first, and I'm going to use that as kind of my guide to create the rest of it. So I'm just making a little diamond shape just slightly above the middle, because that's where I want this to be, is more towards the middle of the nail. So I'm just going to make that diamond shape first and kind of fill it in, and then I'm going to use that to kind of make outlines for the rest of the shape. I know it's kind of hard to explain, and I know it can be difficult to see with this tone-on-tone design, so I'm going to try to zoom you in as often as possible. But you know, if you guys have more questions about what I'm doing, if I didn't explain it well enough, make sure to leave it in the comments down below. So basically I finished that little diamond on top, and then I kind of drew like an upside down V for the bottom portion just to kind of get my lines in place, and then I did my two V's in between the top and the bottom. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but I kind of found it easier, instead of drawing the whole diamond, to just kind of use the V to make the outlines of where the finished diamond was going to be. That way I could just make sure my spacing was good before I really committed to it. And then once I did that, I just kind of started connecting the V's on the other end to make it a diamond and filling them in a little bit at a time. So I hope that makes sense. Again, the way I'm explaining it's kind of hard to describe, but I think you can kind of see here by looking at the nail that I kind of just put my guidelines down and then finished by closing up the other sides of those diamonds and filling them in. Alright, so our little Nordic star is done. I think it looks super cute. Now you definitely could go ahead and complete your lines as well before you pour the clear acrylic over top. Me, I don't trust myself to not mess that up, so I want to kind of lock it in. So I'm going to stop here and spoon the acrylic over top. Now you definitely want to do this a couple of times just to make sure you don't miss any spots, and make sure you kind of cover everything and there's enough to get the gel to absorb some to make that more mattified finish. So go ahead and spoon that over top. You're going to gently tap off the excess and then go ahead and cure it. And then once you cure it, you can dust off the rest. So we don't want to mess with that while it's still wet. Once it's cured under the gel lamp, then we can go ahead and dust the excess off. So I'm going to just repeat the same process on this nail with the two lines real quick. So I'm just going to paint the pink gel on, spoon the acrylic over, pop that in the lamp again, and cure that, and that will finish that nail. I love it. So adorable. Imagine how cute this would be too if you did like a red nail with white and made it more of like a true Nordic sweater look. I think that would be so pretty also. All right, so I'm going to walk you through how to do more of a classic sweater nail design. So the easiest way that I have found to do this is to kind of draw some little 11s down the middle of your nail. So that's going to be the basis for your sweater design. And then what we're going to do is we're going to connect those lines. But if you start this way, I find it much easier than if you just try to draw that shape straight out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to draw a row of 11s down the middle of the nail. And I'm calling them 11s because they're just little dashes that are parallel to each other. They look like 11s to me, whatever. I like mine kind of moderately close together, and I've seen some that are a little further apart. Whatever you want to do, whatever your preference is. So I kind of got those in place, and now I'm just kind of going back over them again a second time to make them just a little bit thicker, a little bit more built up before I actually start connecting these lines. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to start connecting the top row to the next row below it. We're going to do left to right here. So we're going from the bottom of the top one on the left to the top of the right one on below that. I'm not making any sense. This is easier for you to watch it. Maybe I'll just shut up and let you watch it. But basically we're creating that kind of sweatery look by connecting those lines like that. It just makes it a little easier if you kind of make the 11s first to get your shaping right. And that's really it. So at this point, I did the same thing I did the first time. I just kind of went back over it a little bit to build the shape up a little bit more. I'm trying to make sure my lines are a little bit more pronounced. So that means I'm building up the gel on itself a little bit more than I normally would. So I want to make sure you can really see that sweater nail design. So most folks at this point would just finish the sweater nail all the way through, but not me, because klutzy me, I know I will bump something. So again, I'm going to stop here and lock this in place. And that's the great thing about gel, is that you can definitely stop and cure at any point and then continue working. So once you cure this, you dust it off, you go right into your next section. And that way, if you need to kind of wipe some of that off or you mess something up, you don't have to redo the entire design, just the section that you hadn't cured yet. All right, so while you watch me finish up this nail, which basically is going to consist of 2 lines running parallel on the sweater design and then some little ticks on the side, I'm going to go ahead and get into the giveaway details. So this is going to be for my 2K giveaway. So let me just start by saying, guys, that I appreciate you so much that you take the time to watch my videos, that you subscribe to my channel, that you like and comment and do all that fun stuff for me. It really does mean a lot to me, and I hope that you guys are finding my content helpful. And I want you guys to know how much I appreciate as well that I see you guys mentioning my channel on Facebook groups and on Instagram, and just know that that really means a lot to me, because I know you don't have to do that, and it just really helps me out so much. So I asked you guys what you were interested in seeing in giveaway prizes, and most of you guys said gift cards, which is me too. I absolutely love giving gift cards, because at least that way I feel pretty confident that you're going to get something you like, whereas if I pick it out, you may not. I mean, I hope you would, but you never know. So we're going to be having 2 winners for this one. So each winner will get a $25 gift card to any nail shop of their choice. Could be large, small, gel, dip, does not matter to me. It just has to be a company that offers gift cards so that I can purchase it and send it to you directly if you are the winner. So I'm not going to leave this one open too long, because I want to make sure we pick the winners and we get the gift cards mailed to them as soon as possible, because I would like to get them ideally to the winners before Black Friday, so that if there's any sales that they really want to purchase things from, they'll have their gift card ready to go. So that's the goal here. So we're going to make this easy. We're going to do this by Google form like we usually do. It's pretty simple. My requirements are pretty low, guys. I just ask that you subscribe to my channel, you complete that form, and then just be on the lookout for the announcement via email, because I will choose the winners at random and email them to let them know that they won. And I just need a response back and your preference of which business you would like the gift card from, so that I can get it directly to you and you can do some Black Friday shopping. So I'm not seeing any reason why we can't open this giveaway up internationally. So that's what I'm going to do. If you live somewhere where you're not allowed to win giveaway prizes, or your country doesn't allow that kind of stuff, or you don't have a nail shop that has gift cards, then I would say skip it. But otherwise, I don't see any reason why we can't open this up to international entries as well. So I will have all the entry rules and the link to the Google form down below if you want to enter. And again, all I'm asking is that it's a nail shop, big or small, doesn't matter. As long as they sell nail products and offer gift cards, I'm happy to purchase it for the winner. All right, so here is our sweater nail finish. So we did cure that last bit, and now we dusted out the excess, and that is what we were left with. Now at this point, if you wanted to top coat it again, you could. I really don't prefer to. I like it to leave it a little bit more in its natural sweater state. But if you want to, you can, but I don't think it needs it. So here is our dreamy winter mani, complete with sweater nails and chrome all finish. I just am so obsessed with this look, you guys. It's absolutely top 5 favorite manis of all time, and that's really saying something because I have done a lot of nail sets. So we're gonna go ahead and finish now with some cuticle oil. So I have been waiting for the cooler months to bring this one back out because it is still probably my top favorite scent of all time from Scales of a Mermaid. This is Snowberry and it smells like blueberry pancakes, blueberry muffins, blueberry scones, basically blueberry pastry. And that's a smell I very much enjoy. So it gets a lot of use and I use it year round. To me, it's not just a winter scent, but because it says snow on the bottle, I typically don't show it as much until the winter months come around, but it's such a favorite. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend that scent. So let me know what you guys think of this look, and if you tried sweater nails or you want to try sweater nails, I would love to hear your thoughts. And as always, if you guys have any other tips or tricks to share, make sure you leave them down below because we definitely want to help each other out, because this is definitely one of those really fun winter looks that I think everybody should try. So that is going to complete this video, guys. So I hope you did enjoy it and find it helpful. If you did, it would help me out so much if you would give me a thumbs up down below. And while you're there, if you have not subscribed already, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. And don't forget that notification bell. We got new content coming every Tuesday and Friday at 2 p.m. Central. As always, guys, thank you so much for taking time to spend it with me. You know, I appreciate it so much. I love you guys to pieces. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.